watching the helmet catch live was like the equivalent to when your son doesn't want to give you a goodbye kiss, you know? 28-3.
Toss to White. He's in! Patriots win the Super Bowl!
I remember before the game, I was hanging out with Peyton, and he looked at me and he said, you know, I could beat that Falcons team even if they had a 20-point lead. And, you know, that just really stuck with me.
Falcons overload the right side of the Patriots offensive line. Pass is picked. Intercepted. Robert Alford. He's gone. There are no flags. And the Falcons add to their lead.
Oh, Bill was obviously furious. Yeah, no, and the team, too. They were all up in arms, just totally pissed off. I mean, the shot of me sitting alone on the bench, it's there for a reason. But I had to keep reminding both Bill and the team that, you know, I had everything under control. And right before we were taking the field, I looked over at Jules and I said, I can't wait to hoist that Lombardi.
Here's Edelman broken up, and the pass is no sign yet. Edelman comes down with a football, and they're saying it's a catch.
No, I planned that. Yeah. Jules, he'd worked his ass off all season, and so I wanted there to be, you know, an all-time play that he was involved in. And so I knew that if I threw the ball at that exact moment, that Alfred would tip it in a way where Jules would be able to just scoop right underneath it and come down with it. Did you ever have any doubt that you wouldn't? 5 touchdowns in 1 quarter.
Took advantage of it. Second down and 8. Steps away from the hit, goes to the end zone. Good Moss. He's there. Touchdown, Patriots.
Randy and I are walking into Gillette. And, you know, it's just pouring snow in October. And Randy turned to me and he just said, backyard football? And I was like, hell yes.
Bill Belichick says long arms, so if he gets those arms on you, you're not going to get to the quarterback.
Back to Brady. Brady looking for Moss. Touchdown, Patriots.
To be honest, I was just bored by like the middle of the second quarter, so I just kind of started throwing up random passes. Bill at halftime came over to me and he was like, okay, Tom, you know, Brian's going to be playing the second half. And I said, fuck that, I want one more touchdown, which I'm sure pissed Brian off a little bit, but he got to play the rest of that game. So Super Bowl 42 and 46.
Pressure from Thomas off the edge. Eli Manning stays on his feet, airs it out down the field. It is caught by Tyree.
Not gonna lie, I was really hoping you guys weren't gonna bring these up, but here we are. No, watching the helmet catch live was like the equivalent to when your son doesn't want to give you a goodbye kiss, you know? I don't. No.
In the gun. Brady moving and looking and has time and then throws, and that is caught for a touchdown by Woodhead.
And then by the time Super Bowl 46 came around and I knew that I'd be facing off against Eli again, I just had a bad feeling.
And Bradshaw, and he wanted to stop. He wanted to stop, and he gets into the end zone.
When I signed my contract, there was a clause in it that said I wouldn't get to have the perfect career. So I guess we can call that the Eli clause. In your contract with the Patriots? No, the one I signed with the Devil in 2001. Super Bowl 52.
4th and goal. And they're going to snap it, and it's Trey Burton who throws caught. Foles, touchdown.
Nah, fuck those guys. Yeah, we lost. Okay, oh look, I'm Nick Foles, and I can catch a touchdown pass and throw a couple. Fuck those guys. Super Bowl 55.
Announcer jinxes. Here's Brady's pass. It's Gronkowski.
Patrick is such an amazing talent, and when I processed that he'd be my opponent in the Super Bowl, I knew that I just had to kick his ass.
Now it stops to stop again.
Brady, play action. Looking. Third option. End zone. Caught! Gronkowski!
Getting to work with Coach Arians was just so cool, especially since we had gone against each other head-to-head so many times when he was the offensive coordinator in Pittsburgh. But getting him as a coach was just a total blessing, you know? An offensive-minded head coach was something I'd never really had since Bill was defensive and also defensive-minded. I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, getting to see the dichotomy between the philosophy that Bruce and Bill had was just really interesting. But yeah, ended up working out pretty great for both those guys. Definitely lucky to have had such a long and prestigious career, and I'm so honored that I'll forever be known as the greatest quarterback of all time. Mahomes is actually on pace to pass you in Super Bowls, yards, and touchdowns. What?